Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, today wrapped up day one of the East Lake Cup, one of the premier events of the college fall season. And it was the only day of stroke play where we got to crown our men and women's individual champions. And over on the men's side, it was Cale Fortno from Georgia Tech, the freshman, who took home the title in just his third start at college, opening round 68 to take a one-shot victory over the Ford twins. And over on the women's side, it was the Stanford senior Sadie Englemann who picked up the title, the only woman today to shoot in the 60s, as she helped the Cardinal head into tomorrow as the #1 seed. So with that, I'm so pleased to welcome in our individual champion, Sadie Englemann. Congratulations, the only woman today to shoot in the 60s, 3 under 69. What worked so well for you out there today?
Thank you, Anna. Today was a really good day. I woke up and I was really ready to play, and I played a practice round yesterday, and I was really fond of the course, and I see it pretty well. And I am from the South, so I do know the wind. I know the wind and the Bermuda grass out here, so I think that was a bit of an advantage. But yeah, I think today was just a good day, and a lot of things went in my way.
Well, the East Lake Cup is always such a prestigious event, but this year, of course, you get the opportunity to play at the Atlanta Athletic Club, of course, because renovations are going over on at East Lake. I know conditions look tough out there. It was very windy, but in terms of being able to play a course of this stature and to compete on a stage like this, what difference does it make to you as an experience as a college athlete?
Yeah, I mean, we play a lot of good courses all year, but I think this is one of the best ones that we've played. I don't know what East Lake's like. I've never played there, but this tournament itself holds a ton of history, and this golf course holds a ton of history. And the greens are super pure, so there's not much to complain about out here. And I think that's really important for women's golf and golf in general. And we're really lucky to play out at golf courses like this.
Yeah, it's a championship course, and it certainly looked like that today. And Sadie, of course, the Cardinal will be heading into tomorrow's semi-finals as the #1 seed. You'll be taking on Texas A&M. How confident are you feeling as a team at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team is as good as any other team that we've had. I mean, obviously we lost Rose Zhang last year, and I think there's a lot of wonders if we will step up and be that same team we were last year. And I have no doubt in my mind that we will. So I think there's a lot of confidence going into match play. This team has a lot of experience in match play, bringing 3 girls from the national championship last year. So yeah, I'm really excited to go into tomorrow. I love match play, and we don't get to play it very often. So I think tomorrow's gonna be really fun.
And you're so right. There are, of course, always going to be questions when Rose Zhang left the team, arguably the most successful female amateur we've ever seen in the game. What was the message from coach as to how you were going to overcome that loss and come together as a team and come back fighting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're very close with Rose, and we still have that friendship. And I think that's a really important part of this whole thing, is kind of just watching her succeed in professional golf, and knowing that she did it on our level, so we can do it on that level as well. And so I think coach a lot of times will just tell us to kind of watch things Rose would do, her work ethic, her mental capabilities. I mean, those are insane. And kind of just learn how to win from her. I mean, she's one of the best to ever do it, if not the best. So obviously it hurts to not have her at these tournaments. And it hurts just not to see her very often, because we are very close. But yeah, I think we still can be a great team, and I just love rooting her on in professional golf.
Yeah, and I know she misses you guys. Any time we interview here on Golf Channel, she always talks about her teammates and just how much love she has got for you guys. And just finally, of course, I know we're heading into the off season, but before you know it, it's going to be May, and it's going to be those NCAA championships rolling around. Of course, are you guys looking for redemption? It was a bit of a shock exit coming back and losing in the semis this season just gone, but are we looking at another title hunt this time round?
I mean, absolutely. After we got that win in 2022, I mean, I have that feeling that I just want so bad again. And being my senior year, I think it would be really special to end with a win like that. So I think these next couple months leading up to May, we're gonna work our butts off and see if we can get ourselves back in that final championship match and see what happens. I think it would be a really great way to not only go out, but just to have 2 national championships under my belt.
Yeah, it certainly would. What a start to your career, Sadie, and what a start to the week. Congratulations, your individual champion at this year's East Lake Cup, and absolute best of luck heading into match play tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
And in other news, the PGA Tour has turned down a bid by Endeavour to form a strategic partnership with the circuit. According to Endeavour's chief operating officer, Endeavour, which owns WWE, the UFC and various sports agencies, including IMG, publicly expressed interest in a partnership with the Tour, and it's not clear if the Tour's ongoing negotiations with Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund prompted the circuit to turn down the offer. So this from Mark Shapiro today, Endeavour president and chief operating officer and a former executive at ESPN, saying, quote, "They've officially turned it down. We are big fans of golf and will continue to champion the PGA Tour, but we are not going to be an investor at any level." And earlier today, Rex Hoggard joined Golf Today.
So why would the Tour turn this down?
Well, the Tour declined to comment on the Sportico report from last Friday that the announcement was made. And I think it's interesting to point out, I did talk with one source who's familiar with the different types of negotiations that are going on right now. And they said that negotiations are ongoing right now with not only the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, but there's other investors who are interested as well. And that in this particular case, I think it's safe to say the Endeavour deal just wasn't up to snuff of the other deals. One of the things that keeps coming up, everyone I speak to that's involved with this at all talks about player equity. And my understanding is the Endeavour deal didn't have any of that for the player. So it was something of a non-starter. Now, to your point, I've been told by another source that there could be up to 6 or 7 different investment firms, private equity firms, whatever you want to call them, that are interested in getting involved in this as well. So it seems to me the negotiations are further along than maybe we thought, I don't know, a month ago. And certainly it's a little bit more complicated if it's more than the Public Investment Fund.
Rex, the framework agreement with the Saudi Public Investment Fund was non-exclusive. So there are really, I guess, 3 scenarios here. There's the tour with the Saudis, there's the tour of the Saudis and the private money, and there's the tour with the private money. Clearly, it's not going to be just the tour with the Public Investment Fund right now. If you're betting, which way are you leaning? Is it a 3-person party or a 2-person party that we're looking at?
If I'm a betting man, which I'm not very good at doing that, but if I am a betting man, I'm going to go to a 2-person party. And I just kind of say that, having been at the LIV event 2 weeks ago, I think I was more confident going into that event that the Public Investment Fund and the PGA Tour could come up with some sort of deal. After speaking with officials and players, it doesn't sound to me like that they're very optimistic on that side that it's going to happen. So to your point, I think there will be some sort of arrangement between whoever steps in. I think Fenway is the one that's sort of surface as leader in the clubhouse as far as private equity getting involved in the PGA Tour. Again, one source I spoke to talked about how complicated this is. You're talking about private equity, you're talking about the Public Investment Fund of a sovereign nation, and you're talking about an American institution with the PGA Tour and a multi-billion-dollar deal, a potential multi-billion-dollar deal. Now, you take all the complexities of that and all the nuances of that, and you add in all the other things that we've had to talk about when it comes to this framework agreement. If you came to some sort of agreement with the Public Investment Fund, you'd have to find some sort of way to allow the players who join LIV to sort of come back into the ecosystem and be welcomed back. You'd also have to find a way to make the players who stay loyal to the PGA Tour, whatever you want to call whole, if you want to use that word. The complexities of this are just out of this world when you sit and you think about how difficult these negotiations must be. So right now, I would lean towards the PGA Tour coming to some sort of agreement with one of the private equity firms who have joined the party.